Hi everybody, this is Susie and welcome to a Vintage Design Studio. I had some pending projects that I was able to spend just a small amount of time just adding a little bit of the finishing touches earlier this morning, and I wanted to share with you a project that I had completed and then wasn't able to really do any videos for like a week. So I'm back hopefully, and I'm showing you a few things that are pending, and today I'm just going to be showing you this beautiful vintage romantic storage box, which I'm going to be using to keep all of my spools of thread and pins and safety pins and sewing notions and so on in. And so without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to this box. I'm just going to back away a little bit here because I'm going to be using a tripod for this so that I can share this with you. And I just love the way this looks. I really was so down that I couldn't share this with you right away. It's so pretty, and there was a lot of hard work put into this. As you can see up on top here, well, first let me just, I don't even know where to get started myself that there's so much in here. But I think I'm just going to twist it this way. And I'm just going to take this and show it to you this way. I'm sorry about that, guys. First off, this is a large wooden box. And I'd say it's probably in size around 7 or 8 inches across and about 5 inches tall. It's a wooden box that my husband bought for me. It's just a plain wooden box from A.C. Moore. The outside of the box, which if you can see closely here, I'm just going to zoom up on that. It kind of looks like I have used some of the crackle paint, but it's not. It's actually mulberry paper with Mod Podge, and it's such a beautiful vintage appearance. This color is a pinkish color, which I also made my own flowers from as well to match the box. And I just love the way that that looks. And the outside of the box was first painted with a champagne color and then silver over it, just to give it that little bit of a vintage look, because I always use gold, but in this case I wanted to go the silver route to kind of make it a little whiter undertone. This piece right here that you see is so beautiful. It's a wooden flourish that I dipped into Versamark ink, and I used one of the Ranger's embossing powder dye, which is a vintage look, and I was able to dry that on there, and it looks so sparkly and so dressy. There's a piece of seam binding there in a tiny bow, and that is from Wild Orchid Crafts. And you've got this beautiful taupe colored, like a deep beige taupe colored Chinese braid there with flat back pearls in beige from Twins Moms. I have my off-white marabou boa fur that's going around the front, sides, and back of the box. Up on top here, I had also used a different color, which was a beige color, mulberry paper on there with Mod Podge. If you do choose to try that, you need to just go a little easy, because the mulberry paper is could be sensitive when it's wet. And I just love this. It's just such a romance and such a vintage look. I just think it came out so beautiful. I love it. These flowers here are roses that I created and distressed, which is also a large size rose, probably the size of a 50-cent piece, and the other one probably the size of a quarter. One is a fuller flower, the other one's more like a bud rose, and I made that stick pin very pretty. This is also a button from Twins Moms with a flat back pearl over it, and one of her beautiful diamond shapes in a topaz color. Just absolutely gorgeous. And my favorite here is this beautiful cameo, but it's like an ivory and brown, and there's a rose on it, and it's just gorgeous. And I distressed this really teeny tiny little spool and put some pearls in the background there, and I made this little flower out of this really pretty stretchy lace from my friend Jen. Hi Jen. I put a pearl in the center. Underneath there are some green leaves that I made also. And here are some shooting pearls in an off pink color from my stash, just to break up some of the beige there ever so slightly. You have one of my flowers here that I have a tutorial on, but this one is small, and if you use less, if you use narrower and less silk, you'll get a smaller flower. There's a pearl in the center, there's a strand of pearls hanging here, and it's just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous lace. This lace I bought a couple of months ago from my fabric store, and I do think I bought 1 yard. This was the last piece left of it, and I think 1 yard was about $9 or $10. It's about 5 or 6 inches wide, and I scalloped it into a flower effect and made a circle and put it down here. I also distressed some of this Wild Orchid Craft seam binding. Just so beautiful. I love their seam binding. I have seam binding from my fabric store, but theirs is a lot different. It's a little more durable, yet it's still soft and so beautiful. And also you have here this taffy colored ribbon, silk, which there is also a little rose deep, a little pearl way deep down in there. I'm sure you can see it. And that's like the background of this project. I have the material laid out so you can see it neatly. And I'm just going to twist this so that you can see that I've also used the mulberry paper on the sides. All the way around is the pearls and the trim. I was actually going to put something in the back here, like another flourish, but then, you know, you don't really see the back, and where this will be, you won't see the back, and I figured, well, why waste it? And there again is the mulberry paper, just so pretty. And I'm going to put this tripod down for a second. There was a lot of work put into this, and the actual fine-tuning last night really was just adding a couple of these, and more like this morning, adding a couple of these little embellishments and just making that pin. I just wanted to, it was a little empty, and I didn't want it to appear to be empty because I had this laid out on paper, sketched, as something totally different looking, but once I put it together with the color scheme and all, which is a pale pink, taupe and cream, beiges, which are all my favorite colors to work with, I just love the way it came out. Now I'd like to share the inside with you, and if you can see, I'll zoom up over here. This is just your regular latch. I don't want to get too close because people tell me I film too close. You just lift up this latch here and you open it, and you've got the inside of the case here, and this was actually opening and falling that way because there was nothing to hold it open. So after the box was dry, I had wound up painting the inside of it a metallic silver and just brushing some champagne paint over that with my finger, and I may do it again just to give it a little bit of a distressed appearance. What I did was I took some of this beige ribbon that I had gotten in my design team kit from Twins Moms, and I made this little opening. Like, you ever get a jewelry box and it has these openings and it kind of holds the top open, where I don't have to worry about, you know, this banging down or falling over. I can just simply open my box like that, and that's a great idea if any of you want to try that, because I know a lot of you alter boxes as well, and sometimes that could be a problem because, you know, you've got this whole top of the box that's really embellished, and it can weigh a lot more than the bottom of the box. Even though this is all wood, if you keep going on top, it will outweigh itself if you have this flipping over. So, and I didn't want that, so I figured, well, let me just try it. If it doesn't work, I won't use it. And when closing it, so that it just closes all the way around, I just simply push these ribbons in and close it, and I could lock it, and it's done. And as I have mentioned to you, I don't know about you guys, but my craft room is so crazy, and I'm forever always searching for, you know, my needle and thread. And right now I have one needle, believe it or not, because the other one I can't find. It must be on a couple of other spools of thread floating around. And I have scissors here. I have a very vintage old pair of scissors, but I don't like them even though they're really pretty because they cut me once, and if it cuts me, I don't like it. And then I have these really nice spools. These are large spools that came, I think it was 4 or 5 in a package for like $3.99 at Joann's, and I really like that. I used some Ranger's tea dye and a sponge and just, you know, roughed it up a little bit. I just wanted to share something with you because I see a lot of ladies using these spools in projects, and they are a lot of fun to distress, and I just want to share something with you. And I'm getting that here. I'm sorry, I was not prepared, because it just came to my mind to share it with you. Last year sometime I showed you that a neighbor of mine, a very close family friend, she had given me a box that, she's 99.5 years old right now, and she had given me a box of notions and buttons and laces and rickrack and all kinds of things that I shared with you, about 2,000 buttons in this huge big tin, and in there was some of these really cute little items, and I wanted to show you, you know, here is just your today's wooden spool, and you can, you know, put this on the top of your sewing machine and bobbin it and have a whole bunch of extra thread around here instead of using one of those really big spools of thread like this. Okay, and I'm going to try that. I'll let you know how it works out. And this is very antique. I mean, I don't even know what that says on top. Maybe some French writing here. Paris, not sure. This is really old. I wouldn't even touch the thread for the sake of keeping it as an old vintage piece. And you can see, I mean, this is like a yellowy, coppery, orange colored thread that's on there. Who knows what she used it for, if she even ever used it. And here's another one also, kind of matches that if you look at it. And it's just so darling. I have these on my shelf, and they're just such a vintage appearance. I love the way it looks. And these were like thumbtacks, a little box, and she had some buttons in there, so I just left it the way that she had it. And you know, I can keep that also in my little sewing chest here, which you can see that I have quite a bit of things inside this box, and I can simply close it, and there's my little sewing chest romantic vintage box. I hope you like it. I love the way it came out, and I can't wait to hear your comments. Again, these beautiful trimmings are from Esmeralda over at Twins Crafts. It's having a sale this weekend, and I hope you're able to get in there and use a vintage design for 10% off. And anything over 50 was free shipping. You can check the video out that I had posted, I believe it was Friday, on that. And I just love the way this came out, and I can't wait to hear your comments on this, ladies and gentlemen. This is also another really beautiful piece of work, and I just love it. And finally, to let you know that I forgot to tell you, the bottom is lined with what is that? Like a fleece. And I want to put legs on that, but I really don't have anything that I want to use right now. I don't want to paint wooden legs. So I was kind of thinking on using either old vintage buttons or little tiny spools like this that I have, by painting them and putting them on there. So I can always let you know what I did in the past. Still live photos on my blog, SuzieCrafter10.blogspot.com, and check out Facebook as well under Suzie Crafter. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and have a great day. Bye!